From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Lumen Field. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Still on the move. Inside, and he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
For Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. He'll look to throw. He's got Loveland free left side. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. First down, Chicago.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had a reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
Come on. Hit. Liking 18.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Get it. Fix the Eagle. Fix the Eagle.
He'll drop to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force the 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Alert! Alert! Ready! Count! Ready,
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Seattle.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milrow. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Seahawks will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He's going to let not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Unlock Ryan! Here we go! Go!
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
70,
Now, faking the give. They open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. It's a gain of 34. First and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to take this all the way to the Bears' 27-yard line. Rough start to this drive for the defense. Back-to-back big plays. This one for 27 yards.
Cowboy 80.
Now Milroe on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Now Milroe facing third and long. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
A gain of 11 yards.
So, a little extra time to think about what to do on fourth down as we are through quarter number 1. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Seahawks build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Pat the 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Get it. Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. Now we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. And he's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball. Going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. They'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
70,
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Play fake. Now Williams exiting the pocket right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Bears first down.
First down, Chicago.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Come on.
On 2nd down, Walker. Room to run at the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The gun. Here's a run up the gut. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Tackle made at the 17-yard line.
Tight end on the move left. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Backs to the tight end, Loveland. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Williams. Pushed out to his left. Down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Chicago. Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. The Seahawks 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Williams. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Rogue Odunze, the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And As we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They pick it up on 4th and 2.
First down, Bears.
The 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That is caught by the tight end. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Lions. Ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
They'll run the draw with Walker. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Come on.
Here's a handoff to Walker. Room to run at the 35. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Seahawks 38, Bears 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Williams. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. Here's Williams now to throw. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Williams. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this on through that first contact. Going to bring up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Let's go now.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Good blocking to the 15. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. A big play for Seattle. 32 yards from the 1-yard line. First down and goal.
Let's go. Get up.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Seahawks 45, Bears 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
And the Bears first down.
They'll stay on the ground.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 31, here's second and 4. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll stick with him again. They'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Throwing on second down. Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts and talk things over before third down.
Ready to go!
To throw, it's Williams. Open man, that's Gibson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Ready to go!
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That's caught! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 36 yards.
For a Seahawks. First down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Here we go, Jack!
Throwing is Milrow. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Here's Walker. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First
Come on,
and
come
10
on.
at the
Hey,
20-yard
go.
line.
Once again, it's Walker. And he will score again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Seahawks add on to their already sizable lead.
Bears 13. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to hard!
Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready to go!
On second down, they run the counter. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Third and 5. Tight end motioning left. On third down, they'll go with the counter to try and pick it up. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now we'll give to Walker, running right. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Past midfield to the 45. And he's brought down so close to the goal line. Didn't get all the way, but he'll be down at the 1. A big play for Seattle. A gain of 57 yards.
Ready?
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a